Part 2 about textbook, workbook, school at home approach to homeschooling. Pricing, if you are buying textbooks, workbooks, teacher guides, etc., it's going to be fairly expensive, kind of within the scope of pricing on homeschool materials. If you add on, a video school layer, that makes it even more expensive, but there are some options where your kids have their books at home and there's a video component where there's a teacher that actively teaches the lessons to them. So you can do that, but that will cost even more. There's also computer-based options and computer-only options, which are actually quite affordable. So I would say in those cases, you might not actually have a physical textbook. You might be printing some lessons or reading on a screen. So it could be the same type of learning style, but perhaps without the book heaviness of it, the physicality of the books in your home. So let's talk about some options. If you are looking for a Christian-based option, a Becca, Life Pack, Switched on Schoolhouse, Monarch, Horizons, and Schoolhouse Teachers are all options that come to mind. If you are looking for a non-religious option, we've got calverteducation.com, homeschool.savvis.com, powerhomeschool.org, study.com, and Khan Academy. If you are interested in temporarily homeschooling and want your kids to go back into school next year or whenever it's safe to do so, this may be an excellent option for you because you're going to have that comfort that your kids are kind of on pace with what has probably been happening in their school that you're going to send them back to. If you are thinking of homeschooling more long-term, this is still a fine place to begin. I would say most experienced homeschoolers tend to pull away from a very heavy textbook workbook approach. They often will choose a few subjects, like certainly math is a very common one that people use a textbook for, but they start to kind of branch out into other options over time. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with you starting with what feels comfortable and familiar with you and learning from there. Let me know if you have questions and also if you have suggestions of other textbook, workbook type programs, just sort of for an overall approach. We want to hear about it in the comments. Thanks.